what were the points where you were looking at what you achieved with phases and what you achieved last time and going, okay, we need to better that. We want to try something new here. We want to push. What were the ideas?
I feel like the whole time, after we made phases, we made it in about 3 months in a studio. There was no real, I guess we have this tendency to never look back, if you know what I mean. Um, um, I listened to Phases, I think, like a month ago, and that's like the first time I listened to the album since like it came, besides playing the shows, that was like the first time I listened to it as an album while being able to appreciate it. So I think we weren't kind of trying to one up Phases necessarily. We just were on to the next phase at that point. Wordplay.
Pun intended. I like that.
Yeah.
I think what's the time frame? You know, it's longer to think about it, and I think with Phases too, there was no theme going into it. It was just once I heard like a lot of like the instrumentals they were doing, I was like, I don't know, it sounds like space, I think, and they're like, let's do a space theme, and it turned out to be kind of cool, kind of weird, kind of cool.
It was the first kind of like conceptual one once we kind of went into it.
Yeah.
Versus with this one, we did
our thing.
We just wanted to make a good record with each song being just, it's like being able to carry a thing on its own, like be almost single worthy or whatever. We didn't want it. We wanted, obviously they flow together naturally, but not actually going into them with the idea of just writing good songs each time you want to go write a song.
I think that's what helps it flow naturally as well. It's just what's the word? It was the, I'm losing my vocabulary. I blame sleepiness.
You ran out of words. You wrote too many, and now he's done.
It was the casualness of it all that kind of made it flow. It was the non-expectation of it having to sit somewhere in a certain place.
Yeah, exactly. Not trying to do it for anybody else, but just to make good songs.
I will say that the overall sound sonically is very tied together.
Yeah,
of course.
Our production's gotten better. Our production's gotten like much better. Every year we just keep growing, and the songwriting is becoming a little more improvised, which is cool in a way because it's a little more raw and a little more of insight into our lives, a little more personal as well. Less personal, but trying to convey it rather than just we're finding our true selves like now with this third album.